Boom! Bink. Here we are at the Flying Can Ranch from Cedar Creek Lake, Texas. And today I have something I wanted to show before I do something else. Then I got something else and maybe something else. Hell, I don't know. What do we got today? I want to share with you. And there's a little story here I'll tell you, maybe. Is the Crosman A.I.R. 17. Yeah, that's what it is right here. Now this is a pellet or BB type gun, and I haven't tried the BBs in it yet, but I have shot the pellets out of it. We're going to flip it around, and we'll show you the other side. We'll come down the line. It's very, very light, all plastic pretty much except the barrel. And these are produced by Crosman from 1985 to about 1990. And this isn't a multi-stroke. This is definitely a single stroke pneumatic. Pump it one time and that's it. And I've got something else that's the same way. So let's go with the specs. So it is a 177 caliber pellet or BB. And doesn't really say in the book, but I did some looking around and found that it usually put about 400 feet per second with the pellet and maybe 450 with the BB. So that's what you're going to get with that. And I would say the overall length is exactly 3 feet. And then the barrel length is going to be 18.5. It is a smoothbore barrel. There's one guy I watched that claimed you can change the barrel out somehow, but we won't get into all that. So let's start with the back. So starting in the back, this had, for whatever reasons you want it to do, a little part of the stock that opens up, and I guess you could put like fish and stuff or whatever and go into full survival mode. And then as we come down the line, this does have the typical crossbolt safety. It sounds pretty positive on that. And when it's red, it's ready to go. And is this one marked red? I didn't even notice. It's pretty wore off by now, but if you're holding the gun in front of you, push it to the right, you're safe. Go to the left, you are on positive. You're there to go. This has a peep sight, and it's got some little markings on it, but it looks to me like maybe you can move it side to side for your yes, there's little markings for that, for your windage, and then I think you can take it up and down for your elevation. I haven't played with it. I've only shot it a couple times. Again, pretty much all polymer plastic. Now, one thing I like about this is I've got several of these with this in it, but not like this one. Is this magazine? It's a little. I'll show you here. It's a little 4-shot contraption with a single shot loader right in the middle. So if you just want to roll them in there and go by that, fine. Or if you want to load them up individually, you can slide it across. There's little marks on there. You might be able to see them. There we go. This is kind of old. It doesn't click right in, but there's another mark, like where they seamed it together, where you can kind of figure out about where it should land. So, right into right there, that bolt should shut. If it doesn't shut, you'll just have to move it back and forth a little bit and it'll go down. So that's the magazine. You also have this removable magazine thing, and I believe it's grooved, so you can put extra magazines in, or you could fill it up with BBs or whatever you want to do. This was really made to, am I going here backward or something? I don't know what there it goes. You got a little plastic form, which is your pump, and we'll like I said, one stroke. That's what you're gonna get, and it's gonna sound about like a little crack, which actually sounded a little stronger when I tried it the other day, but I kind of cleaned it up and oiled it up. And so there it is. You know, that's about all I can tell you about it. You got a little mock flush suppressor here on the front. And again, it's very, very light. I had one of these many, many years ago, and I think I sold it to one of the cooks I used to work with when I was at a private country club, and it was kind of rough. It's after, you know, I got divorced and I was broke and I needed the money, and I think I gave it to him for 35 bucks. So I found a couple more of these on eBay, but one was missing a magazine. I think one was missing a sight. So this one here is complete. I didn't get the box with it. I didn't get the manual with it or anything like that. I just got this. So I wanted to share that with you today. We're going to sit down. We're going to try to do a shooting review real quick. And now this carry handle is not removable. I did see a guy that rigged it up where he could put like the M16 scope on it, but really for the power it's got, I didn't see I wouldn't go about doing all that, but that was it. He can do whatever he wants to do. Free country, or supposed to be anyway. But this is not removable in any way. It stays right on the gun, and I'm going to try to get together a shooting video. This one here is really not super bad. I mean, there's some marks on it. Needs a little more. I cleaned it up some. But all in all, given its, you know, last it was made in 1990, it's in pretty good shape. It is functioning, and I just, for years I've wanted to replace this. And I did get the newer multi-pump version that they had, and you know, they had something that looked like a, oh, I don't know, kind of like a Kalishnikov or something. I have to look. I don't even know if Crosman has those anymore. I'm sure for maybe political reasons they took them off the map. So we'll put together a shooting video. We'll see how it works. We'll see how accurate it is. You know, I've just hit a couple of soda cans with it, and some it'll puncture and some it kind of dents. Well, that's when I first tried it. So we'll get this logged in. We'll put together a shooting video. We'll see how it goes. Of course, some of my viewers got to see the last thing I got, but I got something else I want to roll over before I get to that. So we'll just keep rolling. Right? That's how we do at the Flying Can Ranch, and we will see you in a little bit.